In GoldMine Premium Edition, we have big changes to how we can search and use the Contact Search Center. In previous versions of GoldMine, we could double-click on any of the indexed fields, company, contact, last name, phone one, etc. to find somebody. But now in GoldMine Premium Edition, we can double-click on any field, be it a standard field that comes with GoldMine or a user-defined field that we create. So I can go over to Title here, double-click on Title, and you'll see that our Contact Search Center window pops up here. And we are now seeing all of the contacts in our database that have a title of President. We can also do sub-filters. So maybe I just want to see those contacts in our database that are presidents and who are also customers. So I can go over here and click on the plus tab, or the plus button. And I also want to filter this by account type. So I'll select account type from my list. And account type begins with, and then I'll choose customer here. So now I'm looking at just my presidents that are customers. And now maybe from here I want to send an email to certain one of these people. So I select Florence Flagg here, and Brandon, and Walter, and Eileen. And then we can see up here at the top, I can now choose to can also mass schedule to them. If this is a filter that I'm going to use often, I can click my Save button here, and I can save this as a filter. Just give it a filter name. And then click OK. And I now have a filter. Those saved filters can always be accessed by clicking on the blue grabber. As soon as I get rid of my alert here, by clicking on the blue grabber on the left, I can see these filters. And just to emphasize just how easy it is to mine for prospects and dollars out of GoldMine now, if I'm a sales rep and I want to see all of those accounts that belong to me, I can just open up my search center here, change it so I'm just looking for sales rep Bill, and now here are all of my accounts. Maybe on top of that, I just want to see those accounts in California because I'm going to be heading over there soon. Click on the plus sign, and I simply can choose state and CA. So now here are accounts in CA. These might be the people that I call to try to set up appointments with. And of course, remember, you can always save these. And if I want to open this up, so now I'm just seeing all those that are Bill's again, I simply click on the minus sign here, and now here again are all of Bill's accounts. And in a similar fashion to the history tabs, if I click on any of these columns, I'm going to sort my data by that column. And also, like the history tab, I can right click on here and choose group. So if I want to group these customers or these accounts by any one of these fields, I can. I'll just take state here and drag it up. And so now Bill is going to be grouping his accounts by state. And just like before, we can always do our right click and output to send this list to Excel, the printer, or Microsoft Word. And by combining the ability to filter these records within the Search Center, choose different groupings and different sorts, as well as choosing which columns we're going to be viewing in the Search Center, this really gives us a very easy and powerful way to do on-the-fly printing of reports and mining of data. Now included in GoldMine Premium Edition is a service mount open cases, so I'm just looking at the ones that I need to resolve. And we can also look towards the bottom here to look at the details for these cases. And you'll notice that if I look at a case here that is past deadline, so I should have resolved this already, GoldMine shows me an alert down here in the lower left about that. And we can also see an alert here in the columns. If I double click on any one of these cases, it's going to open up the details for it as well. And I can see the category it's regarding, type, phone, the priority, and this should probably be high, and then the offering here, the product that they're having a problem with. I can have a subject line and also some notes or description of the problem. And then as well, for each case, I can look at the deadline, and I can also associate calls. I can schedule a call regarding this, add notes to the case, look at team members, establish tasks for the case, put attachments, so a Word document or Excel document or PDF, and when we resolve it, we can also see the resolution here. Within the case module, I can also reassign this. So this should be dealt with by Chuck. I can assign this to Chuck. And clicking on the service button up here takes us back to our cases. We can also do some customization to the case module, changing how we do our case numbering, how our priority list is going to be done, which columns we want to see within the case listing, as well as which tabs we want to see for all the cases. To create a new case, I simply click the New Case button. GoldMine prompt me for a customer. I'll select them. And now we just go in here. I could select a template, and a template simply is going to pre-populate the category, type, origin, priority, etc., so that you don't have to do that for some of the more common cases. So I go in here and I choose my category, type, where it came from, its priority, and the product or the offering that I have that is regarding. Now these drop downs here are all customizable. I can put in anything I want. However, right now at least we cannot change these labels. And I'd go ahead and type in my subject, question regarding use, and maybe a description. All right. And I can go ahead and after filling that out, it can automatically save it for me. So if I go over to my service list, I'm now going to see that new case. And when I right click on here, I can choose to resolve it, type in any notes regarding the resolution, add messages, I can search my knowledge base, and finally when I click on resolve, GoldMine's going to automatically start an email message to Albert regarding the case resolution. And I can always type my notes down here or select a template from the drop down.